Want to learn an hour packed with fun facts? Subscribe to Zarpado. Now we're starting. The Caminito del Rey, located in Malaga, Spain, is a spectacular restored trail that crosses the Chorro River Gorge. Known for its narrow walkway suspended high above the canyon, this route combines stunning scenery with a dose of excitement for those who walk it. Visitors can enjoy unique panoramic views while walking this historic route, once considered one of the most dangerous in the world. Have you ever seen penguins jumping from a glacier into the water? It's a natural spectacle full of energy and coordination. They dive in groups as if it were a diving competition, and all this to go fishing or just take a dip. In the Italian town of Gubbio, a huge Christmas tree is set up annually. It's not just an ordinary tree, but a living one, made up of thousands of lights strung across a mountainside. This impressive light installation stands out as one of the largest Christmas trees on the planet. Its magnitude and brilliance make it visible from a great distance, illuminating the nightscape and attracting visitors from far away to admire this spectacular tradition. In Hong Kong, there is a unique place called the Feline Bookstore, specializing in all things cat-related. There, cat lovers will find an extensive collection of books and articles dedicated to these animals. While browsing the shelves, you can share the space with cats who live in the bookstore, providing a cozy and affectionate atmosphere. This place combines a passion for reading with feline companionship, creating a unique experience. Shetland dogs, renowned for their keen intelligence and high energy, stand out despite their compact size. This breed possesses an innate talent for herding, demonstrating outstanding skills in gathering and caring for flocks. Their ability to learn quickly and their dedication make them ideal companions for rural tasks. In March 2016, Wiz, a Newfoundland dog, was posthumously awarded the PDSA Medal of Merit, the equivalent of an OBE for animals. The reason? He saved 10 people and a dog from drowning. Their legacy lives on with Canary Woof, an event in London where you can be rescued by a Newfoundland. It's a fun way to pay tribute to these furry heroes. Do you dare to let a giant rescue dog save you? In Bessières, France, the Giant Omelette Festival is held every year, an event that attracts thousands of visitors. During the festivities, a gigantic omelette is prepared that can feed an entire crowd. Gisela Bündchen, in addition to being a global supermodel, is an advocate for sustainability. She collaborated with the Brazilian brand Ipanema to create a line of eco-friendly sandals, reflecting her love for Brazil and her commitment to the environment. Did you know that the first supermodel in history was a man? In 1850, Charles Frederick Worth not only designed clothes in Paris, he also modeled them himself. He was a pioneer in showcasing his own creations before modern runways existed. So before top models, there was a gentleman with a lot of attitude and style. Ram Singh Chauhan, the man with the world's longest mustache, sports a mustache that stretches over 18 feet. He started growing it in 1970 and spends an hour a day cleaning and styling it, wrapping it around his neck due to its incredible length. The Blue Lagoon in Iceland is an open-air geothermal paradise, surrounded by a surreal volcanic landscape. Its silica and mineral-rich waters are not only relaxing but also known for their healing properties on the skin. The Puffing Billy steam train in Australia offers a unique experience traveling through the stunning Dandenong Ranges near Melbourne. Originally built in 1900 to transport lumber, the train has been painstakingly restored to take travelers through landscapes filled with historical charm. A restaurant in Miami, Florida, uses a robot to serve its guests. Astro is a robot that assists the waiters at Sergio's, a well-known restaurant in the city. His duties include bringing food to tables and facilitating service, improving the efficiency of the waiters, and even wishing diners happy birthday. Do you know the Messi clone? Riza Parastesh, an Iranian with an uncanny resemblance to Lionel Messi, has experienced some curious situations due to his appearance. Often confused with the famous soccer player, he has generated both admiration and legal complications due to public confusion. His exact resemblance has made his story a media phenomenon, attracting the attention of fans and authorities alike. Agbog Bloshi, Ghana is the world's largest e-waste dump, receiving waste from Europe and North America. Here, thousands of people risk their health by recovering scrap metal, exposing themselves to toxic and polluting materials. This neighborhood has become a landmark for informal recycling, but also one of the most dangerous places for health on the planet. The accumulation of e-waste makes Agbogbloshie one of the areas most impacted by global 3D ads like those in New York are a growing trend in the advertising world. These ads use advanced technology to create striking visual effects that capture the audience's attention. For example, they may project images that appear to pop out of screens or interact with the physical environment. This type of advertising is not only visually stunning, but also creates a memorable experience for viewers. French motocross racer Tom Pages performed a deadly base jump on a motorcycle, setting an impressive record. This jump, which reached over 50 mph and 180 feet in height, was the first of its kind in history. Pages used a specially designed ramp to launch himself and performed a complete turn in the air before landing. Imagine 25,000 Jaffa candies rolling at full speed down the steepest street in the world. That's what happens in Dundee, New Zealand, during the Cadbury Chocolate Carnival. The little orange balls descend like a sweet avalanche in the famous Jaffa race, a delicious spectacle that combines excitement, laughter, and lots of chocolate. In the frozen depths of Western Canada, Abraham Lake offers an unusual spectacle every winter. Thousands of white bubbles trapped beneath the translucent ice. These bubbles aren't just natural decorations, but methane produced by the decomposition of organic matter at the bottom of the lake. As the gas rises, it becomes trapped in layers of ice, creating a landscape as hypnotic as it is haunting. Originally from the Swiss city of Basel, Basler Leckerli are robust and aromatic biscuits that defy the first bite with their firm texture. Made with a rich blend of honey, almonds, candied fruits, and a touch of warm spices like cinnamon and cloves. These treats date back to the 15th century. Every summer, the historic city of Avignon becomes a gigantic theatrical stage thanks to one of the most iconic performing arts festivals in the world. Founded in 1947, the Avignon Theatre Festival transforms ancient palaces, squares, and urban corners into spaces for artistic expression, presenting everything from renowned classic works to provocative avant-garde offerings. Located a short distance from the city of Darwin, Litchfield National Park is a natural sanctuary that dazzles with its majestic waterfalls, refreshing crystal-clear pools, and enormous termite mounds that resemble alien sculptures. Glikonkanto is a peculiar sporting event held in Finland. Men must carry their wives on their backs while running through a course full of obstacles. The objective of this traditional event is to complete the course as quickly as possible, testing the endurance and skill of the participants. The most unusual thing about the event is the prize. The winner receives beer equivalent to the weight of his wife. Did you know there's a restaurant based on toilets? At Gordo's restaurant in Israel, customers enjoy frozen desserts served in toilet-shaped containers, a presentation that surprises as much as it entices. But it's not just the desserts that are unusual. The seats are also toilets. This peculiar concept has gained popularity on social media, where photos of the restaurant provoke mixed reactions. Interestingly, Taiwan is also home to another restaurant with the same theme, adding even more fame to this type of extravagant establishment. At Orly Airport in Paris, travelers can enjoy a unique experience while waiting for their flight. PlayStation 5 consoles available free of charge. It's definitely a modern touch that makes the hours before the flight more enjoyable. In Japan, Mitsubishi Electric's Toku Fastbot has dazzled the world by solving a Rubik's Cube in a record time of just 0.204 seconds. This robot uses high-speed servo motors and an artificial intelligence algorithm to recognize colors and perform the necessary movements with astonishing precision. With this feat, he surpassed the human record of 3.13 seconds set by Max Park in 2023. Did you know that breakdancing made its debut at the 2024 Paris Olympics as a sport? It was an innovative addition that sought to reflect modern cultural trends. However, for the 2028 Los Angeles Olympics, it was decided to exclude it from the program, citing the need to review its impact on more traditional competitions. Dominica's astonishing boiling lake is a unique natural wonder and one of the largest boiling lakes on the planet. This bubbling lake is located within a volcanic crater, and reaches temperatures so high that the water is constantly boiling. The steam emanating from its gray waters comes from sources of geothermal vents active beneath the surface, making it a stunning example of the intense volcanic activity that characterizes this Caribbean island. In Vietnam, the Mid-Autumn Moon Festival, called Tet Trung Thu, stands out as one of the most vibrant and joyful holidays, especially for children. During this celebration, the streets are filled with colorful lanterns, parades, and traditional dances, creating a magical and festive atmosphere. Children actively participate with games, songs, and the traditional tasting of mooncakes, a symbol of the festival. The longest insect on record is the Chan's giant stick insect, which can exceed 22 inches in length. This insect, with its elongated body and appearance that mimics branches or sticks, uses its camouflage to go unnoticed among vegetation, making it one of the greatest masters of disguise in the animal world. Its impressive size and ability to blend in make it a fascinating creature for entomologists and nature lovers. Bacalar Lagoon, located in Quintana Roo, stands out for its clear waters that display a surprising variety of turquoise hues. This place is popular with water sports enthusiasts. Its natural beauty and tranquility make Bacalar an ideal place to relax and connect with nature. Furthermore, the lagoon is home to stromatolite formations, ancient living organisms that contribute to the ecological richness of the area. The World Balloon Festival in León, Guanajuato, stands out as one of the most vibrant and energetic shows in all of Mexico. Every year, this event brings together hundreds of hot air balloons of various colors and shapes, creating a fascinating panorama in the sky. In addition to the flights, the festival offers cultural activities, live music, and culinary options that attract visitors from all over the country and around the world. Certain species of iguanas, especially the marine iguana that lives in the Galapagos Islands, possess the uncanny ability to stay underwater for long periods of time. These aquatic reptiles have developed special adaptations that allow them to hold their breath while diving to feed on seaweed and avoid predators. In 2006, Brian Randall Schaefer was seen entering a bar in Ohio. He was never seen on camera, and no one saw him again. There is no evidence of an escape, nor any sign of foul play. It disappeared into a closed space, as if swallowed by the earth. One of the most puzzling cases of the modern era. In the famous Waitomo Caves in New Zealand, a dazzling phenomenon occurs every night. Thousands of bioluminescent worms inhabit the cavern ceilings, creating a spectacle of blue lights that illuminate the dark underground waters. This brilliant natural phenomenon is one of the most impressive wonders of the world, attracting thousands of tourists each year. Imagine a fish that, instead of swimming, walks along the ocean floor as if patrolling the reef with a cap and spurs. This Australian fish doesn't move like other fish. It has modified fins that look like legs, and it uses them to literally walk on the seabed. His style is so distinctive that biologists describe him as the cowboy of the ocean. With more than 21 million inhabitants, Lagos, Nigeria, is not only one of the largest cities in the world, but also one of the most difficult to survive in hellish traffic, constant power outages, water pollution, tons of garbage, and entire neighborhoods without basic services. But most serious, the constant threat of infectious diseases, crime, and infrastructure collapse. H.G. Wells not only wrote The War of the Worlds, he also anticipated the most destructive weapon of the 20th century. In his 1914 novel, The World Set Free, Wells describes a type of bomb powered by atomic energy. He even mentions destroyed cities, prolonged radiation effects, and the global fear of another war. Decades later, Manhattan Project scientists admitted to having read the book. In the Catalan region of Spain, there is an ancient practice called castells, which consists of the formation of enormous human pyramids. Organized groups of participants coordinate to stack themselves on top of each other, creating structures that can reach up to 10 stories high. This cultural manifestation requires not only strength and balance, but also deep trust and teamwork. In Austria, underground, there is a hidden lake within the Seegroda cave, which was used as a beer brewing site during World War II. This underground body of water has a fascinating past that attracts numerous tourists today. Today, visitors have the opportunity to sail small boats on its serene waters, enjoying a unique journey in an environment steeped in history and mystery. Originally from China, Shar-Pei dogs are distinguished by their characteristic deep wrinkles and unusual dark blue tongue. Originally bred for specific tasks, they have gained popularity over time as loyal and calm household companions. Every year, the Feast of San Gennaro is celebrated in Manhattan's Little Italy neighborhood, an event that pays tribute to the local community's Italian traditions and roots. This vibrant and colorful festival fills the streets with music, traditional food, and religious processions, becoming an iconic celebration of Italian culture in New York. The Turtle Museum, located on the coast of Oaxaca, is a space dedicated to the preservation and defense of sea turtles. This site offers visitors information about the different species and the efforts to protect them. In addition, the museum collaborates with conservation projects that seek to ensure the survival of these endangered reptiles. Its strategic location allows visitors to experience the turtle's natural habitat up close. In Germany, the Devil's Bridge stands as a 19th century architectural gem, famous for its curved shape, which when reflected in the calm waters of the river, creates an almost perfect circle. This structure, a symbol of romanticism, combines magic and technique to offer a hypnotic image that captivates those who contemplate it. Daniel Tammet suffers from savant syndrome and synesthesia. This means he sees numbers as shapes, colors, and even textures. Thanks to this, he memorized more than 22,000 digits of pi and learned Icelandic in 1 week. But the most impressive thing is how she describes numbers. 209 is ugly, 333 is attractive, 9 is huge, like a mountain. Yes, her brain literally translates math into visual art. In 1972, this German student shocked everyone when they discovered she could see 20 times more accurately than a normal person. She could see a person more than 1 mile away and recognize their face. The strangest part? She didn't use glasses or surgery. She was simply born with clinically confirmed mutant vision. In Guangxi Province, China, are the famous covered bridges known as Wind and Rain, built by the Dong community. These wooden structures, assembled without nails, represent an astonishing example of ancient engineering. Tokyo is home to artificial islands like Odaiba, an entertainment destination famous for its Diversity Tokyo Plaza shopping mall and its enormous life-size Gundam statue. It's also home to the innovative TeamLab Borderless Digital Museum, offering a unique and immersive experience for visitors. Paul McCartney's marriage to Heather Mills ended in a costly divorce, with McCartney paying an estimated $48.7 million. This became one of the most expensive divorces in celebrity history. Henningsvar Stadium, located on Lofoten Island in Norway, offers spectacular views of the ocean and surrounding mountains. Without traditional stands, fans enjoy the match from an asphalt path that surrounds the field, making this stadium a unique venue. Treats in Pet's Deli, an innovative restaurant in Germany, offers gourmet dishes designed to satisfy the palates of dogs and cats. Since its opening, it has become a popular place for pets to enjoy a unique culinary experience, reflecting the growing focus on animal welfare. Mehin Karimi Nasseri, an Iranian refugee, spent 18 years living in Terminal 1 of Charles de Gaulle Airport in Paris. Although life at the airport was not comfortable, he found food, safety, and heating there, which gave him more stability than other options. Over time, he fully adapted to his life between the gates, and airport staff even helped him clean his clothes. His extraordinary story was the inspiration for the film The Terminal. For almost 20 years, it inhabited the waiting room, becoming a mythical figure among travelers and airport employees, and its presence became a fundamental part of the airport's environment. The golden lion tamarin, a tiny primate from Brazil, stands out for its golden mane resembling that of a lion. It measures between 12 and 16 inches long, not including its tail, and boasts resplendent fur. However, its beauty is threatened by the destruction of its natural habitat, which puts it on the brink of extinction. Urgent conservation of its environment is essential to ensure the survival of this unique species. Andrew Dahl, a young man with surprising talent, set a world record by inflating 27 balloons using only his nose in 3 minutes. Although the record now stands at 28 balloons, his original feat remains memorable for its originality and skill. This quirky and astonishing achievement highlights the creative. In Western Australia, Wave Rock stands out as an impressive natural structure that simulates the shape of a huge wave frozen in time, ready to crash. This curious rock formation, sculpted by erosion over millions of years, attracts visitors from around the world for its unique beauty and appearance. In the Aydın region of Turkey, a unique festival dedicated to camel wrestling is held annually, a custom that has its roots almost 2,400 years ago. During this traditional event, camels face off in ceremonial battles that attract locals and tourists alike. This ancient practice is part of the local culture and reflects the historical relationship between communities and these majestic animals. Pacific bluefin tuna takes the title of the most expensive fish in the world. During the opening of the Toyosu market in Tokyo, Japan, a specimen weighing 613 pounds reached a historic price of $3.1 million in the initial auction of 2019. This impressive value reflects the high demand and prestige associated with this species in fine dining, especially in the preparation of sushi and sashimi. The volcano known as the Ijen, located in Indonesia, is famous for an extraordinary phenomenon: its intensely blue flames. These blue lights arise from the spontaneous combustion of sulfuric gases constantly released from its crater. This natural spectacle can only be appreciated at night, when the contrast with the darkness enhances its mystical glow. In the remote village of Nongrayat, India, lies an impressive natural creation called the Double Root Bridge. This unique structure is the work of the Khasi tribe, who have carefully woven living tree roots to form a sturdy and eco-friendly bridge over local rivers. These bridges, built with patience and respect for nature, can support the weight of up to 50 people at a time, demonstrating an ancient green engineering technique. The pisco sour is an icon of Peru, recognized as its national drink. Its classic recipe combines pisco, lemon, gum syrup, egg white, and Angostura bitters, creating a refreshing cocktail with a perfect balance of acidity, sweetness, and intensity. Bukchon Hanok Village in Seoul, South Korea, is a charming neighborhood famous for its traditional Hanok houses and offers a unique glimpse into life in Seoul before modernization. After hanging up his football gloves in 2019, legendary Chelsea goalkeeper Petr Cech shocked the world by joining Guildford Phoenix, a second-tier ice hockey team in the UK, combining his love of the sport with a new adventure. Hogmanay is the iconic Scottish New Year's holiday, extending from the night of December 31st to January 2nd. This celebration combines ancient traditions and modern events, offering a rich and vibrant cultural experience. Among its most notable customs are torchlit processions that light up the streets, creating a magical and ancient atmosphere. In Japan, Valentine's Day is celebrated on February 14th, with a very unique tradition that differs from many other parts of the world. During this date, it is primarily women who give chocolates to the men in their lives. Furthermore, Valentine's Day in Japan is only half of a ritual that continues a month later with White Day, when men return gifts, thus consolidating a unique cultural dynamic full of symbolism. The Mimosa pudica, also known as the sensitive plant, is a fascinating species that responds immediately to touch. When someone touches it, its leaves rapidly fold, as if protecting themselves from possible harm. This phenomenon occurs due to a change in pressure within its cells, which causes the leaflets to move swiftly. In the Chinese city of Yulin, an event is held every year that has sparked intense global debate. During this festival, dog meat is consumed, a traditional practice that faces growing opposition from animal rights advocates. The celebration has sparked widespread controversy. Teika Castle, located high on a mountain in Hyogo Prefecture, is often nicknamed the Japanese Machu Picchu due to its stunning location and mystical atmosphere. Built in the 15th century, this fortress offers the fascinating image of its ruins emerging from a sea of clouds, especially on autumn mornings when the mist creates an almost otherworldly landscape. The Mary Celeste was a merchant ship that was found drifting in the Atlantic Ocean in 1872, completely intact but with no trace of its crew. Surprisingly, the ship was in good condition, and its precious cargo remained untouched, deepening the mystery of its sudden abandonment. The Bridge of Sighs, an iconic structure in Venice, connects the majestic Doge's palace with the cells of the former prison. Its poetic name comes from the sighs of the prisoners who, upon crossing it, gazed for the last time at the splendor of the sea before being locked up, a moment filled with melancholy and resignation. The Kailasa Temple, located in Ellora, India, is an architectural marvel carved directly from a single rock mass, making it the largest monolithic temple in the world. This impressive work was sculpted over 1,000 years ago and reflects a complex combination of art, religion, and engineering, dedicated to the Hindu god Shiva. The Uros Islands, located in the majestic Lake Titicaca, are a unique group of artificial islands built entirely of totara reeds, an aquatic plant that grows abundantly in the region. These floating islands are the ancestral home of the Euro people, an indigenous community that has developed a harmonious and sustainable way of life in this lake environment. Amdina, located in the heart of Malta, is a medieval fortified city that has witnessed more than 4,000 years of history. Nicknamed the Silent City due to its serene and peaceful atmosphere, this place retains a unique charm where time seems to stand still. Did you know there is an asymmetrical animal? The haggis, a small mammal that inhabits the Scottish Highlands, has a unique body with unequal legs, shorter on one side than the other. This peculiarity allows it to move quickly up the steep slopes of its home. However, it can only run agilely in one direction, either clockwise or counterclockwise, depending on which side has the longer legs. Discover Sulosowa in Poland, a unique village with a single road running through its core. Some 6,000 people live along this 5.6-mile stretch of road, whose perfectly aligned houses and gardens give the impression of a perfectly arranged park. The road, which is the only traffic artery, connects residents to the outside world. In the United States, police have implemented innovative GPS DART technology to mark vehicles involved in criminal activity. These darts are attached to suspicious cars, sending real-time location signals to officers. This technique allows for safe and accurate tracking without the need for high-speed chases, significantly reducing the risk of accidents and improving safety for both police officers and civilians. In Batumi, Georgia, stands the impressive metal sculpture Ali and Nino, created in 2010 by artist Tamara Kevasitadze. This work depicts Ali, a young Muslim man, and Nino, a Georgian princess, intertwined in a dynamic figure. Every day at 7 p.m., the sculptures rotate synchronously, symbolizing eternal love in a 10-minute dance. In the heart of Taroko National Park in Taiwan stands the Moon Bridge, an arched stone structure overlooking a deep canyon with breathtaking views. This bridge is one of the natural treasures that attracts thousands of visitors each year to this national park. Surrounded by rugged mountains, meandering rivers, and lush vegetation, it is a haven for peace and tranquility. Sable Island, located off the coast of Nova Scotia in Canada, Jostedalsbreen National Park, located in Norway, is home to Europe's largest continental glacier. This majestic glacier, also called Jostedalsbreen, covers a vast area and forms one of the continent's most impressive natural landscapes. It is a top destination for those who enjoy adventure tourism and exploration in glacial environments. The Van Gogh Museum, located in Amsterdam, the Netherlands, is the main museum dedicated to the work of the famous Dutch painter Vincent van Gogh. Its galleries house the world's largest collection of his works, including around 200 paintings, more than 500 sketches, and nearly 750 personal letters, offering an in-depth look at both his art and his life. This museum is a must-see for art and history lovers. The Cocora Valley, located in Colombia, is renowned for its majestic wax palms, which represent the country's national tree. These palms, some of the tallest on the planet, rise imposingly among the clouds, creating a unique and iconic landscape. This valley is part of the Coffee region and offers a stunning natural experience, with hiking trails and panoramic views that captivate visitors from around the world. In winter, Lake Kushiro, located in Japan, becomes a sanctuary for a multitude of migratory swans from Siberia. Thanks to the natural hot springs that never freeze, these elegant birds find a warm refuge amidst the extreme cold. This natural phenomenon creates a magical scene where the swans rest and coexist in a unique winter landscape, attracting numerous nature observers and photographers to the region. Rosalind Franklin was the scientist who took the famous photograph 51, an image that revealed the double helix structure of DNA. But her colleagues Crick and Watson saw her image without permission, published their findings first, and won the Nobel Prize. Years later, the scientific world recognized that without Rosalind, there would be no decoded genetic code. The Blue House, now a museum, is one of the most iconic places to visit in Mexico City. It was the residence of artist Frida Kahlo and now operates as a museum that pays tribute to her legacy. Visitors have the opportunity to explore the original spaces where the painter spent much of her life. The museum also exhibits a valuable collection that includes paintings, photographs, and Kahlo's personal belongings. Mexico is the natural refuge of the majestic Atlas butterfly, recognized worldwide as the largest butterfly species. With wingspans that can span more than 30 centimeters, this gigantic butterfly dazzles with its size and spectacular design. Its primary habitat is the dense Mexican rainforests, although it also inhabits certain areas of Southeast Asia. The Carnac megalithic formations, located in France, constitute a vast collection of more than 3,000 large stones arranged in rows that stretch for several kilometers. These enigmatic structures, built between 4500 and 3300 BC, represent one of the most extensive and fascinating prehistoric stone complexes on the planet. The Fugaku supercomputer in Japan has redefined the future of computing with its astonishing capacity of over 442 petaflops per second. This incredible machine is the fastest in the world and is designed to tackle complex challenges such as climate change and medicine. Graceland, Elvis Presley's famous mansion in Memphis, Tennessee, became a cultural and tourist icon after being purchased by the singer in 1957 for $10,250. During the 1950s and 1960s, it was the home of the Presley family, and today attracts thousands of visitors each year. In 2001, Pizza Hut took advertising to space, paying to place its logo on a Russian Proton rocket launched toward the International Space Station. Measuring 98 by 66 feet, the logo generated controversy and worldwide fascination, sparking debates about the ethics of advertising in space. In October 2016, Spanish rapper Arcano set a Guinness World Record for rapping for 24 hours, 34 minutes, and 27 seconds without stopping. His extreme exertion left his vocal cords exhausted. Small but deadly, Trimeresurus snakes are known for their hemotoxic venom, which destroys red blood cells and damages organs. With vibrant colors like green, yellow, and red, they are easily recognizable and inhabit various regions of the Asian continent. The Tempeliokio Church in Helsinki, Finland, is a stunning church carved out of solid rock, blending nature and human architecture. Designed by Timo and Tuomo Suomalainen, it was completed in 1969 and stands out for its simplicity and striking celestial dome. The Yungas Highway, or the Road of Death, is one of the most feared routes in the world. Located in the mountains of Bolivia, known for its narrow curves, vertiginous drops, and a landscape that seems to defy gravity, it connects La Paz with the Yungas region. Elephants living in Africa are primarily distinguished by their enormous ears, which are much larger and more widespread than those of their Asian cousins. This characteristic is one of the most obvious differences between the two types of elephants. While African elephants have wide fan-shaped ears, Asian elephants have smaller ears with rounded contours. The white tiger is a rare genetic variant of the common tiger. Its most notable feature is its white fur with black stripes, the result of a change in the genes that control pigmentation. This mutation reduces the production of melanin, the pigment responsible for the common orange color, giving it its unique and striking appearance. The Kumbh Mela in India is one of the largest spiritual gatherings on the planet, held every 12 years. This enormous congregation takes place in rotation in 5 holy cities: Haridwar, Allahabad, Prayagraj, Nashik, and Ujjain. Millions of pilgrims gather to perform rituals and ceremonial baths in sacred rivers, seeking purification and divine blessings. The annual Vivid Sydney event in Australia transforms the city into a spectacular stage of light and color. During the festival, light artworks are displayed and stunning images are projected onto some of Sydney's most iconic buildings, creating a magical atmosphere that attracts visitors from all over the world. The Congo River, located in Africa, is recognized as the deepest river in the world, reaching depths exceeding 720 feet. This impressive flow is notable not only for its depth, but also for its large volume of water and its ecological and economic importance in the region. The waters of the Congo flow through dense tropical rainforests. Sea urchins have a rather unique visual system. They have 5 eyes distributed throughout their bodies. They have 2 larger main eyes that allow them to detect variations in light and shadows around them. They also have 3 smaller eyes that detect nearby movements. This ocular arrangement helps them orient themselves and react to potential threats or changes in their environment, despite their less developed eyesight. The extreme speed attraction known as Formula Rossa, located at Ferrari World in Abu Dhabi, United Arab Emirates, holds the title of the fastest roller coaster on the planet. This circuit reaches impressive speeds of over 149 miles per hour, offering an unparalleled adrenaline experience for thrill seekers. On the tiny island of Somaroy, located in Norway, its inhabitants have chosen to ignore official time. During the summer season, the sun remains visible without setting for 69 consecutive days, while in the winter, darkness reigns for a similar period. Due to these extreme lighting conditions, the community prefers to organize their daily lives according to the natural cycles of light and darkness, rather than a conventional clock. Kuching, Malaysia, is popularly known as Cat City due to the deep admiration its residents have for these animals. Along its streets, you can find numerous sculptures and monuments dedicated to felines, which have become emblematic symbols of the city. Kuching also houses specialized museums that celebrate the history and cultural significance of cats in the region. Aurora Station is the first commercial space hotel under construction, offering tourists a unique experience in orbit around Earth. Accommodating up to 6 people, guests can enjoy activities such as scientific experiments and stargazing during a 12-day stay. In Nagaizumi, Japan, lies the world's smallest park, measuring just 8.5 cubic feet. Although its size is ridiculously small, this space has been officially recognized as a park. This place, which might go unnoticed, Jai Matsueda, a Japanese artist, creates 3D sculptures that play with the illusion of movement, capturing frozen moments. His works, which appear to be in action, challenge the viewer's perception and create a sense of dynamism. This artistic approach is an example of how technology and creativity can combine to produce works that transcend the traditional limitations of static art. Do you know the diving bell spider? The diving bell spider has an incredible ability to create an air bubble underwater using its silk. This bubble acts as a natural lung, allowing it to breathe by absorbing oxygen from the air trapped inside. It is the only spider species that has fully adapted to the aquatic environment. Although most spiders live on land, this one has evolved to hunt and move underwater. Swipit Hub has introduced a case-shaped device with interchangeable batteries that charges a smartphone battery in just 10 seconds. This revolutionary invention solves one of the biggest problems for smartphone users: battery life. By swapping a dead battery for a full one, users can continue using their devices without interruption. Chris Laurie designs glass springs, works that are beautifully fragile. These pieces combine the delicacy of glass with the functionality of a spring, creating objects that are both artistic and ingenious. This work is an example of how traditional materials can be transformed into something completely new and surprising. In South Korea, there is a unique theme park called Restroom Cultural Park, dedicated to the history of toilets. The park houses sculptures of ancient toilets, talking toilets, and exhibits on the evolution of sanitation. Founded by a former mayor known as Mr. Toilet, the site is also notable for its feces sculptures and traditional Korean toilets. A surprising cultural experience, that celebrates the development of something so essential to our daily lives. The Zhangjiagai Glass Bridge, located in China, rises 984 feet above the impressive canyon of the same name, recognized as the longest and highest glass bridge in the world. It was opened to the public in 2016. In the Italian town of Bomarzo, there is a space known as the Park of Monsters, where fantasy and the strange come to life in stone. It was commissioned by a visionary nobleman, along with a renowned architect, who captured unusual shapes and creatures that seem to emerge from dreams or ancient legends in volcanic rocks. Located in the Channel Islands, the small island of Sark, located in the United Kingdom, is notable for its complete absence of cars, making it a haven of tranquility and fresh air. Its trails are explored exclusively on foot, by bicycle, or by horse-drawn carriage, preserving its natural and peaceful atmosphere. Furthermore, Sark was recognized as the first official dark sky reserve on the planet, a perfect place for astronomy enthusiasts. Lake Bled, located in Slovenia, is famous for its charming central island, home to a Baroque church, accessible via traditional boats called pletna, which offer a unique experience to visitors. Located in the Dalmatia region, Krka National Park is a natural paradise known for its 7 impressive waterfalls, among which the majestic Skradinsky Buk stands out, a series of terraced cascades that attracts numerous visitors. In the mysterious landscapes of Romania, there are unusual rock formations called trovants, which seem to defy the laws of geology. After heavy rains, these stones appear to grow, giving the illusion of being alive. In reality, they are concretions composed of sand and minerals that, when they absorb water, expand and sometimes develop new layers. The Marrakesh International Film Festival, one of Africa's most prestigious film events, annually transforms the city into a global meeting point for filmmakers, actors, and film lovers. Framed by Marrakesh's exotic and enchanting atmosphere, the festival offers a diverse program that includes outdoor screenings, tributes to legendary film figures, and creative workshops led by renowned professionals. Every December, the French city of Laon is transformed into a dazzling stage of luminous art thanks to the celebrated Festival of Lights. This event, which combines technology, creativity, and tradition, has its roots in a local 19th century custom when residents would place candles in their windows on December 8th to honor the Virgin Mary. Kakum National Park, located in Ghana, is famous for its spectacular suspended walkway that spans the treetops of the dense rainforest. This elevated structure allows visitors to explore the forest from a unique perspective, offering the opportunity to observe a wide variety of wildlife, including colorful birds, agile monkeys, and graceful antelopes in their natural, undisturbed environment. In the remote reaches of Siberia lies the enigmatic Potomsky crater, a geological formation with a conical silhouette and a central mound reminiscent of a small volcano, although its true nature remains unclear. The National Museum of Antiquities, located in Cairo, is the world's foremost repository of ancient Egyptian treasures. This iconic museum houses the largest and most valuable collection of artifacts that chronicle the history, culture, and beliefs of one of humanity's oldest civilizations. Among its most famous pieces is the impressive funerary treasure of Tutankhamun, which includes jewelry, masks, and ritual objects. In 1930, in New York City, Michael J. Cullen revolutionized shopping by founding King Cullen, considered the world's first modern supermarket. This innovative establishment introduced the self-service concept, allowing customers to select products themselves, something that was previously unusual in stores at the time. Located in the heart of the Guatemalan highlands, Lake Atitlan is world-renowned as one of the most impressive and picturesque lakes on the planet. Its deep waters reflect the majestic volcanoes that surround it, creating a natural landscape of great beauty and serenity. Surrounding the lake are various Mayan villages that preserve their ancestral traditions, offering visitors a rich cultural experience filled with handicrafts. The island of Surtsey, located off the south coast of Iceland, emerged from the ocean following a series of underwater volcanic eruptions that occurred between 1963 and 1967. This geological phenomenon gave rise to one of the youngest land masses on the planet, making Surtsey a unique natural laboratory for scientific study. due to its isolation and the fact that access is strictly limited to authorized researchers, it is a unique natural laboratory for scientific study. The Pantheon in Rome, a masterpiece of ancient architecture, was erected under Emperor Hadrian between 1118 and 125 AD. In Germany, Kiel University converted its main building into a giant Tetris console. The facade was transformed into an interactive screen where blocks fell in real time, as if the building were playing a game. This project combined art, technology, and gamer nostalgia, attracting glances and smiles. It was a brilliant way to connect architecture with the digital world. Sandboarding is like surfing sand mountains. You hop on a board and hurtle down giant dunes at full speed. It's the warmer version of snowboarding and can be done standing, sitting, or even lying down. You don't need snow, just a little courage and the desire to slide. Ideal for adrenaline lovers in the middle of the desert. The Baird's tapir, the largest terrestrial mammal in Central America, is a fascinating animal belonging to the tapir family. With its robust body and short legs, it has a flexible trunk that helps it feed on leaves and fruit. Its dark brown fur stands out with a lighter patch on the neck and chest. Nemo 33 in Brussels, Belgium, is one of the deepest pools in the world, reaching a depth of 113 feet. Designed for both professional and amateur divers, it holds 660,000 gallons of water, maintained at a constant temperature of 86 degrees Fahrenheit. This thermal control allows divers to train without needing wetsuits. Masai Mara National Park in Kenya is famous for hosting the incredible annual migration of wildebeest and zebra, a breathtaking natural spectacle. During this phenomenon, thousands of animals cross crocodile-infested rivers, facing predators in the current. Meet Jeff Dave, the man with the world's largest hands. They measure over 12 inches long. His palms have a circumference of nearly 16 inches, like he's wearing giant gloves. His hands don't just draw attention, they inspire awe wherever he goes. The Giant's Causeway in Northern Ireland looks like something out of a mythological tale. It's made up of more than 40,000 stone columns, most of them hexagonal, formed 60 million years ago by cooled lava. Some even have 8 sides, like a giant natural puzzle. But local legend has another version. It's said to have been the work of a colossus who built the road. Antoine Griezmann not only shines in football, but also has a unique family coincidence. His 3 children were born on the same day. Mia, Amaro, and Alba were born on April 8th, but in different years. 2016, 2019, in 2021. This date has become so special that it's celebrated in style at the Griezmann house. A single party, 3 cakes, and lots of joy every year. Although jellyfish are poisonous to most marine animals, sea turtles have an incredible resistance to their toxins. Their digestive system and body are immune to stinging cells, allowing them to eat them without problem. This gives them an advantage when feeding on these creatures that other animals avoid. It's curious how their anatomy allows them to enjoy a feast that would be lethal for others. Haumea is a dwarf planet with a very particular shape. It looks like a giant potato floating in space. Although it's similar in size to Pluto, it has its own unique style with a pair of rings, as if imitating Saturn. It's located beyond Neptune at the edge of the solar system. Its elongated shape and rotational speed make it one of the most unusual bodies orbiting the sun. The Titanic could resurface in 2027, but with a modern twist. Blue Star Line, led by Australian businessman Clive Palmer, is building an exact replica of the famous ocean liner, the Titanic II. This impressive project, originally planned for 2022, is now set to set sail in June 2027. The ship will maintain the classic style of the original, but with technological improvements that ensure greater safety and comfort. It will also follow the same historic route, from Southampton to New York, reliving the magic of a golden age. Ahalteke horses are famous for their elegance, but some can be born hairless due to a rare genetic condition called naked foal syndrome. This disorder affects foals of this breed and prevents them from developing their coat, leaving them without their characteristic undercoat. In addition to the lack of hair, those affected may experience problems such as dental malformations, digestive disorders, and even persistent diarrhea. This rare condition is hereditary, meaning it is passed down from generation to generation within the breed. In 2013, a team of Chinese scientists revolutionized dentistry by creating human teeth using stem cells extracted from urine. They implanted these cells into mouse kidneys. In Japan, the Mori Building Digital Art Museum Team Lab Borderless offers a completely different art experience. Here you won't find traditional paintings or sculptures, but instead, digital art comes to life and constantly changes. The works adapt to the movement of visitors, creating an immersive and dynamic environment. The museum relies on cutting-edge technology to merge art with interactivity. Meet Crystal, a monkey who has made a name for himself in Hollywood. Known for his role in The Hangover, Crystal has appeared in more than 20 films throughout his career. His acting skills have earned him a reputation as an actor higher than many humans. The world's smallest movie is called A Boy and His Atom, and it's made with real atoms. IBM scientists used a microscope so powerful it can move atoms one by one to create this mini animation. Each frame was assembled at an atomic scale and then magnified 100 million times. The result? An adorable story made from the most basic matter in the universe. Guinness recognized it as the tiniest film ever created. In Vietnam, there's a cafe where you can have lunch surrounded by koi fish swimming around your feet. It's called King Koi Coffee Garden and has tables submerged in ponds filled with colorful fish. Customers can interact with more than 3,000 koi while enjoying their meal. An experience as relaxing as it is surreal. The pinky-handed fish is an animal that literally walks on the sea floor using modified fins that look like hands. It lives in the deep, cold waters near Tasmania, Australia. Instead of moving like other fish, they use their front hands to drag themselves along the underwater sand, as if they were taking a slow, clumsy walk. In Scotland, especially in rural areas of the Highlands, there's an old and dirty tradition called blackening, in which future brides and grooms are ambushed by their friends and doused in a mixture of rotten food, soot, flour, raw fish, feathers, molasses, dirt, and more. Chuk, an 11-year-old elephant in Cambodia, walks freely thanks to an innovative prosthesis made from recycled tires. This prosthesis was fitted after he lost a leg due to a trap set by poachers. With this device, Chuk has regained much of his mobility, allowing him to continue leading a relatively normal life. In Belgium, there is a peculiarly designed hotel shaped like a colon called Casanis. This unique accommodation has become a striking tourist attraction, standing out among traditional options due to its unusual structure. Guests can spend the night inside this curious building that simulates a human organ, creating a surreal experience. Mirumi is a robot with a furry design that attaches itself to its owner's arm and turns its head toward whatever captures its interest. Its behavior simulates the curiosity typical of children, allowing it to establish a genuine emotional connection with people. This unique characteristic makes it an interactive companion that naturally reflects attention and wonder. Juan Pedro Franco, originally from Mexico, held the title of being the fattest man in the world, reaching a weight of over 1,300 pounds. However, his story took an impressive turn when, after undergoing surgery, he managed to lose more than 660 pounds. This transformation process was not only a physical challenge, but also an emotional one, and his success became an inspiring example of overcoming obstacles. Seijin is a true master of robotic dance, mastering every movement with surprising precision. Their machine-like gestures synchronize perfectly with the music, creating choreographies that seem straight out of a futuristic world. The wedding of Anant Ambani, son of India's richest man, was a true spectacle of luxury and extravagance. Celebrities such as Kim Kardashian, Rihanna, Justin Bieber, John Cena, and Tony Blair attended the event, surrounded by dazzling decor worthy of a modern fairy tale. The event became a global landmark for its opulence, with glittering costumes, fireworks, and exclusive performances. Can you imagine avoiding Manhattan traffic and flying directly to John F. Kennedy International Airport by helicopter? Uber Helicopter offers an exclusive service to make it happen, allowing users to enjoy breathtaking aerial views while arriving at their destination quickly and elegantly. Although this service is only available on special dates, it is undoubtedly a luxurious option for those seeking a unique experience. Domino's Pizza took fast food delivery to the next level by using a jetpack to deliver pizzas at a festival. Imagine seeing a delivery driver flying through the air, delivering your hot, fresh pizza in a matter of minutes. This innovative combination of speed and creativity shows how technology can transform the fast food experience. The island of Sulawesi, Indonesia, the Toraja people perform a ritual that challenges everything we believe about death. Every 3 years, they unearth their deceased relatives, dress them in new clothes, clean their bodies, and take photos of them as if they were alive. This ritual is called manin, and far from seeming macabre, it is an act of love and respect. The dead are considered an active part of the family, and they are not abandoned or forgotten. Joseph's machine is an ingenious creator known for his extravagant inventions of unusual alarm clocks. One of his most striking inventions is an alarm clock that literally throws water in his face to ensure he wakes up. But that's not all. He's also designed elaborate systems based on the principle of chain reactions, like enormous Rube Goldberg machines, where a sequence of falling, rolling, or colliding objects ultimately forces him to get out of bed. To promote the hit series The Walking Dead, the creators devised an advertising campaign as original as it was terrifying. Zombies began appearing on screens at some bus stops. These screens were equipped with augmented reality technology, showing zombie figures walking down the street or rapidly approaching from the background as if they were about to attack. A surfer has managed to combine his passion for the sea with a completely unexpected idea, teaching children to ride waves, accompanied by his goat, named Pismo, who surprisingly balances on the board like a true professional surfer. This unusual initiative was the brainchild of Dana McGregor, a 44-year-old Californian instructor. In 2002, Brittany Gallivan broke the record for folding paper 12 times, something many believe physically impossible. She used a very long roll of paper and applied mathematical formulas she developed herself to achieve it. This small Japanese crab, called Haikagani, has a shell with natural reliefs that resemble a human face, specifically that of an angry samurai warrior. Legend says they are the spirits of the Heike warriors who fell in the Battle of Dan no Ura, a naval war that took place in 1885. It looks like a creature out of Alien, but the phronema is totally real. This small, transparent, deep ocean crustacean lives inside the gelatinous shells it creates from the bodies of other animals. The phronema attacks salps, hollows them out, and then burrows into the hollow body, using it as a shelter and nursery for its young. In 1910, Dorothy Arnold, a young New York heiress, went dress shopping on Fifth Avenue. She was 25 years old, had a comfortable life, and aspirations as a writer. She was last seen buying chocolates. Then, she never returned. There was no apparent kidnapping, no letter, no witnesses. An innovative bag specially designed for water purification is capable of removing up to 99.99% of contaminants present in the liquid, thanks to a highly effective, fast-acting chemical powder. This device is ideal for emergency situations, natural disasters, or areas where access to clean water is limited. Power Taekwondo is a spectacular form of Taekwondo that combines the precision and discipline of this traditional martial art with explosive movements, impressive acrobatics, and displays of strength. In this more extreme and visually stunning version, practitioners perform techniques that break boards, concrete blocks, and other resistant materials, using flying kicks, mid-air spins, and powerful punches. Imagine a Tesla with giant wheels over 10 feet tall. This extreme experiment demonstrates how such a radical design can completely alter a vehicle's stability and handling. Mounted on colossal tires, the electric sedan defies curves and potholes with unique and unexpected style. And that's all. Awesome people. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more amazing facts.